That's how we ended teaching whitewashed history.
We love our country. It has failings. We should know about it because we love our country. Loving your country is understanding it accurately, comprehensively, and teaching it.
I've never seen people use this ideology to separate us like I've seen the liberals do this.
It's unfortunate, but I think that's what happens when you've got people that are very passionate about teaching their children, and I think when you see challenges with your children, you want to make sure that they're getting the best, and I think that's where the heat is coming from.
Thank you all for coming. Even the folks that disagree with us, we thank them for coming.
The main thing that we have to do is get the school board out of office. Because if the school board is in office, they're the ones voting on all these policies. They're the ones supervising what is happening in the administration. So ultimately, if we want to make change, if we want to get to an education that values students as individuals and not as some identity group, then we have to replace the school board.
It seems that a lot of people are tied up with the differences between CRT and what's called critically responsive training. Really, this is a rose by any other name scenario. It's the same thing. This is cultural indoctrination. Also, they're doing it under the guise of emergency. They're not doing it in public view.
Usually, when I encounter a huge critical race theorist, it's usually a teenage to young adult white female.
We're not going to talk about racist shit on the anniversary of George Floyd's murder.
If I'm being frank, it's very annoying because on the regular, I have people that tell me that I don't understand about blackness or this or that because of where I am now and what I've achieved. What do I say to them, I think was the question, or how do they make me feel? Indifferent. I know where they're at. They're confused. They're passionately confused.
I think the conservatives have let this happen, and now you'll see that it's not just conservatives that are worried about critical race theory. It doesn't matter if you're a Democrat or a Republican. This is our children.
Here's the thing. School board elections, which have been the afterthought, are actually the most consequential elections that occur, as we are seeing now. We need to pay attention.
What you're seeing now is parents are joining together, not special interest groups, not big donors, but parents are figuring out how they can push back, and I hope that we are able to light a spark that spreads across the country.